What is wells and altars? Wells and altars is a place where people gather, and it's a place where we reverence God. The reason why we named it wells and altars is because as you go through the Old Testament, specifically the book of Genesis, you see over and over and over that the well is the place where people meet and where everyone's paths, wherever they're at with God, wherever that may be, far or close, converge. And not just that that's where people's paths converge, but that through a single act of kindness, a single good work, everything can change. And it's not just in the book of Genesis, but you see this theme throughout the whole of Scripture. You see in the book of John, Jesus Christ meets the woman at the well. The well is the place where everything comes together. And what's special about the well is that most of the time, that's for marriage. And that's why we're here, to bring folks together. Marriage is two people's lives becoming one. And why altars? Because as you go through the scriptures, specifically the book of Genesis, the altar is a place where one would meet God. And not just meet him, but they would learn a new layer, a new dimension, a new feature of God and his personality. Where the altar is where one learns who El Roy is, the God who sees. The altar is the place where Jacob sees Jesus, sees God at the top of the ladder, and he sees the angels ascending and descending. My goodness, the altar is where we meet the Lord and where we learn his name and where we reverence his name. It's not just a place of meeting, but also a place of remembrance for us to look back. So what we do in our ministry is a well where folks come together and they talk about the stories of God, and where God's stories converge, and where one act of kindness, one good deed can change everything. And it's also the place where we meet God and we reverence him. Community and veneration. This is what we do. Wells and altars.